Peacemaker has quickly become a fan favorite for DC lovers, and honestly one of the most talked about shows of 2025.
One, action. Cut.
As we wait for the Season 2 finale, let's take a look at some of the funniest behind-the-scenes moments and see what the cast is really like when the cameras aren't rolling.
Who the fuck are you? Steven with special effects. My super important job is to shake this car.
Get off set. Get off the set. I got this. Leave.
Let's start with one of my favorite clips. Freddie Stroma, who plays our lovable goofball vigilante, interrupting John Cena, Peacemaker, and Jennifer Holland, Emilia Harcourt during a scene.
Hey.
Hey. Yes, I saw it. There's a torn hole in my shirt. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not an expensive shirt, but I don't know. Yeah, it's me.
You guys want to hurry the scene up a little?
You're a man.
He's just as funny off screen as he is on screen. And here's a fun fact. Freddie is actually British. Most fans are shocked when they hear his real accent, since he only uses the American one for acting. And speaking of surprises, did you know Jennifer Holland is actually married to the show's creator, James Gunn? The two have been together for 11 years.
Where's our Wi-Fi?
On 3, 2, 1, go!
Like, can you pull them towards you? So like if you're like pulling them over into you. Yeah, like that.
Now, let's talk about Frank Grillo, who plays Rick Flag Sr.
You know what we're doing here? On John Cena's face.
He and Sol Rodriguez, who portrays Sasha, were easily some of the biggest troublemakers behind the scenes.
It's better. Ingredients. Enriched flour.
That's the
Okay?
That's the first ingredient?
Right. What's the second ingredient?
Cacao?
Sugar.
No.
It's not food. And then they wrap it up in a package and they make it sweet.
Okay, don't crush that one. I want it. And then the other two, just leave them there.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
They've been doing this all day.
Have they really?
Yes, they've been doing this all day. HBO Max is going to be like, what are they doing?
Even though Sol joined the cast later, she blended in so well. She quickly became close friends with Nutley, Judo Master, and Steve Agee, Economos. There are tons of clips of Sol and Steve goofing around together, and honestly, their friendship is just hilarious to watch.
Okay, Camarera is waitress?
Yeah.
It's not camera?
Cámara is camera. Camarera is waitress.
You want to do something fun? You want to go to Taco Bell?
I can't go to Taco Bell. I'm on an all-carb diet. God, Karen, you are so stupid.
Regina, wait. Talk to me.
Nobody understands me.
And speaking of Steve, it might surprise you, but he's one of the funniest people on set. Just check out this video of him practicing the dance intro.
So, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm documenting.
Document these nuts.
Steve!
What? That was Freddie said that. That's what he said.
Now, about that intro dance, John Cena admitted that at first the cast thought it was super cringy in Season 1, but over time, they grew to love it, and by Season 2, everyone was genuinely excited to film it.
Between takes, we would rehearse together.
I've gone over these moves a million times.
Not everyone found it easy, though. Robert Patrick, who plays Peacemaker's father, for example, struggled to get the moves down. James Gunn noticed and gave him a simpler move, the iconic pelvic thrust. which honestly turned out to be one of the most memorable parts.
She looked at me and he said, "Robert, you suck." I think that's what you said.
Even Tim Meadows had a hard time with the dance, and of course, Soul, Steve, and Nut never let him live it down. They constantly reminded him of how bad his moves were.
How bad of a dancer am I, Steve?
Let's put it this way. I'm standing like 2 people behind you, and I'm not a great dancer. And I started using you as reference, and I kept fucking up my part because you were fucking up your part.
Guys, how bad of a dancer was I?
It was amazing. I'm sorry,
Surprisingly really good.
Come on.
There was a few takes where James got really mad at Tim and caught him out.
In front of everybody.
I don't know if he's finishing the rest of the season, but at least you still love him.
And the teasing just showed how close they all are.
Thank God, I'm going to follow everybody around. I have no idea.
And speaking of closeness, Nutley was another ball of energy behind the scenes. He had this playful fake rivalry with Meadows, and on October 3rd, which fans know as Mean Girls Day, the two made hilarious trolling videos that fans absolutely loved.
Let me tell you something about Tim Meadows. We were best friends back in middle school. I know, it's so pathetic. This was when I was going out with my first boyfriend, Kyle, who's totally gorgeous, but then moved to Indiana. Like, if I float him off to hang out with Kyle, he'd be like, "Why didn't you call me back?" And I'm all, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" So, for my birthday, which was an all-gays pool party, I was like, "Tim, I can't invite you because I think you're straight. You can have a straight guy at my pool party. There'll be gays there in their bathing suits." And then his mom called my mom and started yelling at him. And then he dropped out of school because no one would talk to him. And then in the fall, he came back with all of his hair shaved off. And now I guess he does crack.
First of all, I didn't want to come to your pool party because that was the weekend and my cousins were coming into town from Indiana. And they both happened to be gay. So I hung out with them anyways. And as far as my disappearance, I went to Europe to study at the Sorbonne. And I shaved my head at graduation. Anyways, that's all I have to say. No other comments. Oh, happy Mean Girls Day.
A lot of these friendships were actually formed back during season 1. Filming in 2021 happened right in the middle of COVID lockdowns. Since the cast wasn't allowed to move around much, they ended up spending nearly all their time together. That forced closeness turned into real friendships, which made filming way less stressful and more like working with one big happy family.
2, 1, go! And 3, 2, 1, go!
And it wasn't just the cast, the crew felt the same. It all starts with James Gunn himself. His relationship with the cast isn't the usual boss and employee dynamic. It's more like a friend and collaborator.
Delete that part. It's nice to see everybody again.
Just look at this clip of him and Nut laughing together during a meeting. James even said that he's never had as much fun as he did filming Peacemaker, calling it his best project ever.